Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off this presentation on building peace and stability after conflict. Today, we'll explore the crucial process of post-conflict reconstruction. Over the next few slides, we'll look at the key steps, challenges, and success stories in restoring peace and rebuilding societies. Let's get started. Post-conflict reconstruction is a crucial process that focuses on restoring stability and fostering development after armed conflicts. It's about more than just rebuilding buildings. It involves re-establishing effective governance, revitalizing local economies, and ensuring that communities can thrive once again. When done properly, reconstruction helps create a foundation for sustainable peace, reducing the chances of conflict reigniting. It's also essential for helping societies recover from the trauma of violence and move forward towards stability and growth. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how these efforts are interconnected and vital for long-term peace and development. Now, let's turn our attention to post-conflict reconstruction. This is a critical phase that happens after active conflict has ended, and it involves rebuilding not just physical infrastructure, but also social, political, and economic systems. The key point here is that reconstruction isn't just about repairing buildings or roads. It's about restoring stability and fostering growth. We need to focus on rebuilding trust within communities and establishing effective governance structures. This process requires careful planning and coordination because the challenges are interconnected. For example, rebuilding infrastructure supports economic recovery, which in turn can help improve social cohesion. Remember, successful post-conflict reconstruction sets the foundation for long-term peace and development. It's about creating an environment where people can thrive again and where the cycle of conflict doesn't start anew. So, in essence, this phase is all about laying the groundwork for a sustainable, peaceful future. Post-conflict reconstruction refers to the efforts aimed at rebuilding societies after conflict cessation. Its primary objectives are to restore security, rebuild essential infrastructure, re-establish political institutions, and promote economic recovery. This process is crucial because it helps facilitate the transition from a period of conflict to one of peace and stability. By focusing on these key areas, we can lay a strong foundation for long-term stability and growth. Ultimately, successful reconstruction is about more than just fixing physical damage. It's about creating the conditions for a sustainable peace that endures well into the future. All right, let's talk about what successful reconstruction really entails. First, it involves rehabilitating infrastructure, things like roads and utilities, because these are the backbone of daily life and economic activity. Without reliable roads and utilities, communities can't function properly or rebuild effectively. Next, restoring governance is just as vital. This means establishing transparent and inclusive institutions that people can trust. Good governance helps ensure that resources are used effectively and fairly, which in turn fosters stability and confidence in the process. Finally, revitalizing the economy is key. We need to create jobs and attract investment to give people hope for the future. When these economic components are functioning well, they create a positive cycle that supports peace and development. What's really important to understand is that these elements, infrastructure, governance, and economy, are deeply interconnected. You can't really rebuild one without strengthening the others. Together, they form a solid foundation for sustainable peace and, crucially, help prevent future conflicts. This holistic approach is what makes reconstruction lasting and meaningful. International organizations play a vital role in post-conflict reconstruction, and what that really means is they bring a lot of expertise, funding, and coordination to the table. They help in rebuilding critical infrastructure like roads, schools, and hospitals, which are essential for normal life to return. They also support governance reforms, making sure institutions are functioning properly and fairly. Economic recovery is another key area. They help create conditions where businesses can restart and grow. One of the most important aspects of their involvement is maintaining impartiality, which helps build trust among all parties involved. They also mobilize resources from various donors and partners, ensuring that enough support is available. Finally, international organizations promote adherence to international norms and standards, which is crucial for sustainable peace and stability. Overall, their work helps to lay a solid foundation for long-term peace and development, connecting directly to the broader goal of rebuilding societies after conflict. Let's take a closer look at post-conflict reconciliation. This stage is all about healing and rebuilding relationships after a conflict has ended. It's not just about signing peace treaties or stopping the fighting, but about restoring trust and social cohesion within communities. Reconciliation involves dialogue, understanding, and sometimes forgiveness, which are essential for lasting peace. It helps to address grievances and prevent the resurgence of violence. This process is crucial because sustainable peace depends on the ability of societies to move forward together, leaving behind past animosities. By fostering reconciliation, we're working towards a more unified and resilient society, which is the ultimate goal of conflict resolution efforts. This ties back to our overall theme of building durable peace through comprehensive approaches. Post-conflict reconciliation aims to heal divisions within a society, helping people move past the pain and suffering caused by conflict. It's about restoring trust between communities and individuals, which is essential for peaceful coexistence. The key processes involved include open dialogue, where people can honestly share their experiences and perspectives, truth-telling, which helps acknowledge past injustices, and reparations, to address the harms done and provide some form of restitution. The ultimate goal here is to rebuild the social fabric that has been torn apart, ensuring that communities can come together again. These efforts are also crucial for preventing future conflicts by addressing the root causes and impacts of violence. By doing so, we promote national unity and create a foundation for lasting peace and stability. Remember, reconciliation is not just about fixing the past, but also about building a better, more cohesive future for everyone. Justice and accountability are absolutely essential for reconciliation. They involve mechanisms like trials, truth commissions, and reparative measures that help address past human rights violations. The main goal here is to confront and acknowledge what happened, ensuring that justice is served. These mechanisms also serve a crucial role in deterring impunity, making it clear that violations won't go unpunished. For victims, justice provides recognition and redress, helping them to heal and rebuild trust. When we implement these processes effectively, we strengthen the rule of law, which is fundamental for lasting peace. Ultimately, justice and accountability are not just about punishment. They're about healing, restoring dignity, and creating a foundation for a more peaceful and just society. Effective reconciliation really depends on active community participation. It's about bringing people together to rebuild social cohesion, which is essential for lasting peace. When local initiatives are inclusive, they empower individuals and give everyone a voice. This encourages dialogue, which is key to understanding different perspectives and repairing relationships that may have been broken during conflict. By strengthening community ties, we're fostering resilience, helping communities bounce back stronger after difficult times. It's also about integrating diverse groups into the recovery process, making sure no one is left out. When everyone feels involved and valued, it creates a more stable and sustainable peace. So overall, community involvement isn't just a nice idea. It's the foundation for rebuilding trust, fostering social cohesion, and ensuring that peace endures long after the conflict has ended. Post-conflict reconstruction and reconciliation are really interconnected processes that are essential for building sustainable peace. When we talk about reconstruction, we're referring to the physical rebuilding of infrastructure, institutions, and systems that have been damaged or destroyed during conflict. Reconciliation, on the other hand, focuses on rebuilding relationships, trust, and social cohesion within communities. It's important to understand that success in these areas depends on coordinated efforts. International organizations often play a crucial role in providing support and resources, but local justice mechanisms and community engagement are equally vital. Without involving local voices and fostering inclusive participation, efforts can fall short or even backfire. The ultimate goal is to create societies that are resilient and inclusive, places where everyone feels they belong, and where the risk of renewed violence is minimized. So, in the broader context of our presentation, these processes are fundamental in transforming conflict-ridden societies into peaceful, sustainable communities.